and what's up, my Velociters? I know I did not post twice yesterday like I said I would. I had to go shopping and I didn't have time to record when I got back because it was really late. So I'm going to post 3 videos today to make up for missing one yesterday. And this one is going to be, as obvious of the title, my future in WWE. The next one is going to be what I think on WWE releasing 7 stars and 1 manager in one day, and the next video after that is going to be on TNA as a happy birthday video for TNA. I don't think I'm going to talk much in that. I think it's just going to be like a slideshow or something. But anyway, let's go. Alright, well, when I get into or sign a contract for WWE, I don't think I want to just like immediately start when I'm 18. I think I want to really start in like a smaller women's promotion like Shimmer or Shine or God no, I'll never be in Wrestlelicious. It's just gross. I would never do that. But you know, just like Shimmer or Shine to kind of get my name out there and you know, like get like my name out there, be a big thing. And then when I do sign a contract with WWE, maybe 3 or 4 years later, I would want to go to NXT. I would not want to go straight to the main roster because that never ends well. I'd like to go to NXT and stay there. I'd really like to stay in NXT for a while. I really want to become NXT Women's Champion because NXT is NXT is a much a bigger thing than everyone thinks it is, because like people who are just watch the main roster and don't even watch NXT, they say, oh, NXT just builds up stars to come here. No, NXT does not just do that. NXT is its own promotion. It's its own thing within itself. It's like Triple H's brainchild, and it's a really big thing. Now, like, it's even become a lot more, like, NXT's become so popular to the point where people want to watch 1 hour of NXT over like 1 Raw episode, and that's really true. Honestly, for me, it's kind of true, because NXT, you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, especially with the GM like William Regal. William Regal is an amazing person. He's an amazing fighter, and he was an amazing general manager for NXT over the past few years, and he's done amazing things, and I know he's gonna continue to do those amazing things in the future. So that's why I'd like to start my career in WWE while in NXT, so that William Regal can like kind of control what I'm doing and like make my matches. And then I'd actually like to have another reason for wanting to be in NXT is because the NXT wrestlers, I noticed that they have a lot more fun on like Twitter and Instagram. You see that they like replying to each other a lot more than the actual main roster wrestlers do, and that's just like all of them having fun, and like they do some really silly things. And even at live events, like every live event I've been to, it's only been 2, no 3, yeah, I've been to 3 NXT live events, and they've always just done ridiculous things, and it's just really funny. Like all the wrestlers doing ridiculous, crazy things. So that's another reason. And the last reason I think is because I kind of want to have my like whole career like to start out with just in control with Triple H. Because Triple H is like the father of NXT. He's done a lot more. He's done everything for NXT, and that's why I'd like to kind of like have him in control of like the first 4 or 5 years of my career at NXT. I'd like to stay in my WWE career. I'd like to stay in NXT because I know Triple H is gonna handle my career well. I didn't even say that right. Triple H will handle my career well, and I have faith that he will do that when I do go there. Well, I think that I will not. I don't think that I'll become NXT Women's Champion like that quickly. I think that maybe a year or 2 after I start, I can get like a title opportunity, and if I really, really try, like depending on who the champion is, like in 4 years I'll be 18. So I don't think they're gonna have a lot of the same stars now. I think that some of the women that have started right now, like in 2016, that they might be there in 4 years and they might not. But over the years, there will be, like in 3 years, the women who are probably in NXT then will probably still be there when I get there, and then depending on who the champion is, it might be I might beat them. And yeah, I'd really like to become NXT Women's Champion. And another goal of mine is to like kind of become the first woman to be the NXT champion. And I think that would be a really, really great thing, because there's only been 3 women in the history of WWE Wrestling to capture male titles. Chyna with the Intercontinental Championship. Karma, I was about to say Awesome Kong. Karma to capture the Intercontinental Championship as well. And Jacqueline to capture the Cruiserweight Championship. And like they did amazing things. But there hasn't yet been a woman to capture the top title. Like those were like, there was the Cruiserweight title for Jacqueline, and Karma and Chyna, they both captured the Intercontinental Championship, and that was, even as a little girl I still saw that, and that was really amazing for them. And it was like kind of different to see a woman do that, and I want to be a woman who does that. I want to be a woman who makes a difference, and like I want to be seen as a woman who's not like the general women of today or the general women of 4 years from now. I want to be a woman who is not afraid to do what she wants, who is stronger than a lot of the women there, because Eva Marie, and I really want to just be seen as a woman who can take care of herself and who can take down a man, because yeah, women like Chyna, Jacqueline, and Karma, they can take care of themselves and they can fight men. And there's also been 3 women to enter the Royal Rumble, and that's another goal of mine. And those 3 women were Chyna, who entered twice, Awesome Kong, and Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix was a man. I'm pretty sure she was a man. Yeah, let's get to Royal Rumble later. Yeah, I really want to capture the NXT Championship, but I'd also be scared because Finn Balor scares me. Like, when I met him, I was scared because he's a lot taller than you think he is. And even though he doesn't weigh a lot, the guy's like 190, even though he doesn't weigh a lot, he can still be very intimidating when he just looks at you with his eyes going up, because he looked at me like that and I got terrified. And I know Finn Balor will not be in NXT 4 years from now. He will be in the main roster, and he will be a champion. Yeah, the men, like in NXT, they're really great. A lot. I do not hate a single man in NXT. I cannot find myself to hate them. Even the newest one, No Way Jose, he's ridiculous, but he's very funny, and I like him. He's really funny. And yeah, that'll kind of be my career in NXT, and hopefully I can break Paige's record, if it's not broken by then, for the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion. And when I lose the Women's Championship, hopefully after being the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion, I will go to the main roster after a couple of rematches if I don't win it back. Then after I don't win it back, I would go to the main roster, and I would, the second I get there, I want to challenge the big dog that's there. And I know Sasha Banks, Bayley, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte will still be there. When I get to NXT, the main roster, or NXT, I know they will still be in WWE. I know that. So, and I know that they're going to still be in NXT, and, I mean, not NXT, in the main roster, because it's only 4 years from now, their careers are early, and they're not going to lose. And hopefully, they are still the 4 horsewomen by then, and hopefully they're going to, like, be the big dogs, and I can try and take on one of them as, like, the big dog. Like, they're the big dogs, I'll be the underdog, and, like, because I'm the newbie, I'd be the underdog, they'd be, like, the ones with a lot more experience, and I'd kind of have, like, the disadvantage. So that's what I would want to do for, like, my first day, and I'd really want to start a rivalry. Yeah, and a lot of people on my Instagram have been DMing me because I've been posting a lot of wrestling pictures. That's the point of my page. And they've been DMing me saying because of my bio, it says Future NXT Women's Championship, Future WWE Women's Champion, and it has the name of my tag team partner. And a lot of people have been saying, do you want to debut as heel or face? I really want to debut as a face, and then after a while, like, I think people, if I debut as a face, a little girl as a face, really young, I'd be like, kind of, people would be trying to take advantage of me as the other stars, and then I'd be getting fed up with that and then just go rampage and turn heel. Yeah, that's my like first 2 or 3 months in NXT, starting a rivalry, NXT in the main roster, starting a rivalry with someone. Hopefully Charlotte, because that girl's tall. Like, because I'm short and she's like, I have a feeling that I'm not gonna grow much until I'm 18. Like, I feel like I'm gonna grow like half an inch, because I'm like 5'3" now. So if I grow like an inch, I'll be like 5'4", and I feel like I am gonna be like 5'4" by then. And Charlotte's like, Charlotte, I think she's 6 foot, and that's kind of scary. After that, I really want to capture the WWE Women's Championship really early, because that would like make a mark. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention this, but obviously I'm a Muslim, and there has never ever been a female Muslim wrestler in NXT. Sami Zayn even made himself the first Muslim wrestler to ever be in NXT, man or woman. He was the first. So to be the first woman, that would be really great. And to be the first NXT Women's Champion that is a Muslim, and that is Arabian, that is Somalian, that is Kenyan. I have a lot in me, so I'd be the first of all those. I'd be the first Women's Champion of all those, because I do not see a woman coming into the WWE or the NXT real soon like that. Oh yeah, there is this one girl that I've heard of on the WWE.com. Her name is Noof Al-Aribi, and she was a Muslim, but she like converted to Christianity for some reason. I don't know. So she doesn't count. If she becomes the NXT Women's Champion, she will not count, and as on her debut, she will not count as a Muslim, because she's not a Muslim anymore. So she'll just be counted as like African American, I guess. But yeah, hopefully I win the championship early, and I can like set the mark. Like, I may not be the biggest, I may not be the prettiest, I may not be the skinniest, I may not be a Barbie, but I'm better than you, and I want to set that kind of mark. And hopefully by the time I get there, there are more than one women's championship, like NXT Women's Tag Team Championships and WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, because me and my friend CJ, her name isn't CJ, I just call her CJ, her name is Jennifer. We became friends on Instagram, and we're always talking about what we're going to do when we get to WWE, and that's where I kind of got this idea for the video. And we want to be tag team partners. We're going to get there at the same time, because we're kind of the same age. She's only 15, I'm 14, but by the same time we'll be there. And hopefully NXT or WWE has tag team women's championships, or women's tag team championships, and we can be like women's tag team champions together, because we're really good friends, and I think we'd be great tag team champions, because we're both very passionate about wrestling, and I don't think that either of us is just going to stop. We're not going to stop till we get what we want. Oh yeah, I'd also like to be the first woman, the first Muslim woman, the fourth woman, and the first Muslim woman to enter the Royal Rumble, and I'd like to be the first to win. Like, because it's kind of easy to outplay a man, really. Like, if I do go, the men in there, I know for a fact they're going to underestimate me, and that's what I'm not going to like. Like, they're going to underestimate me, say, you're a little girl, you can't be in here with us men, get out. And then when they just try and run at me, or just like push me out like I'm a little feather, because I'm not a feather, if they just try and push me out and run at me, or try and take me out, I'm pretty small. So it'll be easy to like outmaneuver them, like just move out of the way, or toss them over the rope, push them, kick them or something, and hopefully I don't get eliminated, and I'll be the first woman to win the Royal Rumble, because the others did not win. They got very far, but they didn't win. I would also like to be the first woman to enter the Money in the Bank ladder match, because if I win the Money in the Bank, I would have an opportunity any day of the year, any time of the year. I'd want to cash in for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and as I said, I'd want to be the first NXT champion to be a woman, and I'd also like to be the first WWE champion or WWE World Heavyweight champion to be a woman, and that's kind of important to me because it's never been achieved, and if I'm the first to do it, then that would be really amazing, because a lot of people in my life have doubted me about that, and like I feel like I'm gonna do it. I have faith that I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm kind of thinking. Hopefully that when I get there, they're gonna let me cut like a really good promo, like a pipe bomb, because I am a nerd, and for like the past 4 or 5 years, I think, I've been writing one promo a month, and it's always been about like the wrestlers, the women, and my most recent one is to Charlotte. Like, let's say if Charlotte, like, the promos are for like if I was a wrestler now and going up against these people, but like I think Charlotte's gonna be there in 4 years, so when I get there I could still like say this to her. It's like about, I'm not as pretty as you are, I'm not as tall as you are, I'm not as skinny as you are, but I am as good as you are in the ring. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys that promo later because it's like really detailed, and on the back I drew these like wrestling symbols, like the wrestler logos, and some inspirational quotes, because you know sometimes people put you down about things. And maybe after about like 10 years I could retire, because wrestling does take a lot on the body, especially for a woman. So in like 10, maybe 8 or 9, no, not 9, 10 or 11, maybe 12 years after I start, I could retire and leave my mark as that. And hopefully a long time, not that long, but like when I'm still alive, maybe when I'm kind of old, maybe 40, maybe 50, I could be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Yeah, those are some pretty weird aspirations. I hope that they'll be able to come true, but let's get real. Some of the stuff I predicted, weird bullshit, not gonna happen. But I do really hope to become a WWE women's wrestler, or not even WWE. I just want to wrestle. So it doesn't even have to be WWE. I could be a TNA Knockout. I could be a woman in Ring of Honor. I could go to JWP in Japan, or even Ice Ribbon. The women there in Ice Ribbon, I've been watching Ice Ribbon for like 2 years. It's really good. Shimmer and Shine, the sister promotions, they are amazing women there. So many women from WWE that are in WWE now have been in Shimmer, and that's why I want to go there, because WWE actually looks to Shimmer to get a lot of its women. Bayley has been in there as Davina Rose. Asuka has been in there as Kana. Paige has been there. So many women, and it's like Becky was there as a manager for Paige and Paige's mother. It was really weird, but it just got really quiet. But yeah, and that has been my future in WWE. This video was inspired by my friends talking to me on Instagram. Do you mind, sir? This video is inspired by my friends talking to me on Instagram and Twitter, and it is also inspired by a girl on YouTube that I watch, and her wrestling channel. It's called BB Blossom. Her name is Bianca. She's really great. She's a really big wrestling fan. She hasn't been watching for as long as me, but we're gonna let that go. So, anyway guys, that was fun. This has been, yeah, it's actually been really fun to talk about, hopefully, what I feel like my future is gonna be. And I will, actually, I'm gonna post 4 videos today, because I want to show you guys my promos, and I want to read them. And that's been really fun, guys. And until next time, bye!